Hi friends, welcome to Ashok IT School. In this session, I am going to explain one of the very important real-time tool for Java developers, that is JUnit with mocking. As part of this session, we are going to cover what is software testing, how many ways we will do that software testing, and what is unit testing, why we need to do that unit testing, what are several advantages of performing this unit testing. Then we will see what is this JUnit and how to set up the environment to use that JUnit to perform unit testing of application, and what are annotations provided by JUnit, and what is a assertion, how we need to use those assertions as part of unit testing, and several examples using that JUnit we are going to cover. Then we will see the important concept as part of this unit testing, that is mocking, and I am going to cover one use case for mocking, when we need to use that mocking, what are the advantages of the mocking, then how to use that mocking process to do unit testing. So this is the agenda of our JUnit class. Now first, what is software testing? Software testing is the process of identifying the correctness and quality of a software program. The main purpose is to check whether the software application is satisfying all the client requirements or not, and checking whether this application is meeting client expectations or not. That means as a developer, we are going to write some code for a requirement of the client. Once development is completed, immediately we will not give that code to customer, because we don't know the code what we are developed here, is it working as expected or not. We need to check that. So the process of checking application in order to check whether it is meeting the client expectations or not, that is called software testing. So high level testing is process of identifying correctness and quality of a software program. The main purpose of this software testing to check whatever the code we have implemented, is it meeting client expectation or not. In other words, we can say it is the process of executing a system or application in order to find the defects. Now let's take a simple example. So there is a car manufacturing company. Daily they are manufacturing so many cars. Once manufacturing of a car is completed, directly they don't give the delivery of that car to the end user, because they need to check how that car is running, what is the maximum speed of that car, what is the fuel efficiency of the car, and if that car met with an accident, how it is going to behave. All these things they need to test before delivering of that car. Later point of time, that whatever the testing they have done, the test results will be used for advertising of that car sales also. Same thing is applicable for a software application as well. When we develop a software application, we don't give that application directly to the customer. We need to check from our end whether that application is executing as expected or not, and we need to validate all the client requirements are satisfied in this application or not. The process of testing all the requirements of the client with that application is called software testing. Now, so when we develop a application, a number of problems can occur in that application. The most common problems are incorrect implementation of the business rule, or performance is slow, and the data set is not working as expected, and whatever the data we are storing from the form is not storing exactly in the database, or security is not there for that application, and confusing or misleading of the data, or incorrect file handling. So these are some most common problems that can occur in a software application. So to identify these problems, we are going to perform software testing. So how many ways we will do this software testing? Software testing can be performed in two ways. One is manual testing, second one is automation testing. Now, what is manual testing? So when client gave requirements for a company, so developers are going to analyze those requirements and they will design and they will enter into development state. At the same parallelly, testers are also going to understand those requirements and they are going to prepare test scenarios. That means what are the requirements of the client and what requirements we need to test. In the high level, they are going to prepare test scenarios document. From that scenarios document, testers are going to create test cases. So this is the step we need to perform. We need to check the login functionality with valid username and valid password. And one more test case. Check login functionality with invalid username and valid password. One more test case can be check that login functionality with valid username and invalid password. One more scenario can be test the functionality with invalid username and password. So these are like this, they are going to prepare test cases. So those test cases, one tester is going to execute in the application manually. That process is called manual testing. In the manual testing, test cases executed manually, and in this situation, tester is going to play the end user role to identify bugs in the application and he will observe behavior of that application. So manual testing will done by test engineers. They will execute test cases in the application. They will play role of the end user to identify bugs or to identify wrong behavior of the software application. Now, second way of doing the testing is automation testing. In this automation testing, people will use some testing tools to test that application. They are something like QTP, LoadRunner, JMeter, etc. Like that, there are several tools available in the market to perform software testing. If you do the testing by using those tools, then that is called automation testing. So software testing can be performed in below two ways. One is manual testing, second one is automation testing. Manual testing done manually by a test engineer and automation testing will done by testing tools. Now, once this testing is going to start, there are several levels of the testing or several stages of the testing. Those stages are, one is unit testing, second one integration testing, third one smoke testing, fourth one functional testing, fifth one regression testing, and last one is performance testing. These are called testing stages or testing levels. I'm repeating once again: unit testing, integration testing, smoke testing, functional testing, regression testing, and performance testing. Now, as part of this session, we are going to concentrate on unit testing because JUnit is a unit testing tool. To perform unit testing on the application, we are going to use the JUnit. Now, so I am going to give high level idea on all these test stages as well. First, unit testing will done by the developer to test unit piece of work. So when I am working in a project, here assume that I have implemented one method in my project as part of one requirement. First, I need to check whether this method is working as expected or not. I will not check the end-to-end code from the front end to the back end. First, I will check what are the lines of code I have written in this method, whether these lines are working or not. So I am going to test only these lines in the initial stage. The process of testing this unit piece of code is called unit testing. Now, once unit testing is successful, then we are going to do end-to-end testing from the developer side. That testing is called integration testing. Once we are done with unit testing, we will go for integration testing. After integration testing, we will give our code to testers. So testers are going to get that application as a build. Once they deploy that application into testing environment, Directly they don't execute the test cases. First they will check whether this application is in the testable state or not. That is called smoke testing. In the high level, they are going to check all the screens of the application are accessible or not. If all the screens are accessible, then they will say smoke testing is completed, smoke test is passed, we are going for functional testing. If any one of the screen is breaking, which is a main screen for application execution, then testers are going to stop the testing of that application, saying that smoke test failure, right? First developer will perform unit testing and integration testing. Then we will give application to testers. First testers will perform smoke test of the application. If smoke test is completed, then they will start executing the test cases. That is called functional testing. In the functional testing, testers will execute test cases to check whether the application is executing as expected or not. And if some of the functionality is not working as expected, testers will report a bug to the developer. Developer has to fix that bug. After fixing the bug, again we will give latest code to the tester, then they will test that bug. They don't test only that functionality. If you change something in a screen, the tester is going to test that complete screen functionality, because because of the newly introduced change, existing functionality may break. That surround and around testing is called regression testing. The testers will perform the functional testing, and once the issues are identified, developer will fix those issues. After fixing the issues, developer will give latest code to the testing. Then testers will test that complete application again related to that bug or related to that screen. That testing is called regression testing. Once all these testing stages are completed, finally, before giving the application to the client, we need to check the statistics of the application. How many users can access the application at a time? How much load that application can handle? What is the bottleneck of the application? How application will break down? Those scenarios also we need to test. That comes under performance testing. So these are several stages of the testing: unit testing, integration testing, smoke testing, functional testing, regression testing, and performance testing. Unit testing done by developers to test unit piece of code. Integration testing will combine complete end-to-end requirement, develop whatever the code we have written to complete one storyboard. We will test from end-to-end scenario. That is integration testing. Then we will give the application build to the testers. First they will perform smoke testing, then they will perform functional testing, regression testing. At the end we are going to perform performance test of the application to check the statistics of the application. These are several testing stages available in software testing.